Hello students, this video is about writing procedures. So let me explain you what is a procedure. A procedure is a set of tasks which you are performing to complete a particular task. For example, I told you to switch on a computer. For that, what you will do? You will perform a certain work. After that only you can switch on your computer. Directly you are not going to switch on your computer. So what are the steps you are going to follow? That steps are known as a procedure. Similarly, in Logo, you have to write a set of commands one after the other to perform or to complete a particular task. So that is known as a procedure in Logo. This procedure has three main parts. So what are they? Title line, body and end line. In title line, we are defining the procedure with a word to. In body, you can write all the primitives for drawing a desired figure, and in end line it contains the word end, which conveys to the computer that primitives in the procedure are over. Now we will see what are the rules for naming a procedure. When you are defining a procedure, what are the rules you have to follow? The procedure name can have numbers, alphabets and symbols. The first character of a procedure name should always be an alphabet. It means if you are taking a procedure as a day 1, it is correct, but you cannot take 1 day because 1 in a number, it will not be accepted. Because if you are writing ONE, then it's fine. But if you are giving the 1 in a number in the first character, it will not be accepted. Then third thing is a procedure name cannot have any blank spaces or any arithmetic operators. When you are writing a procedure name, it will not accept any blank space. You cannot give any space, and also you cannot give any arithmetic operator like plus, minus, multiplication, division, etc. Now let me show you how to define a procedure. For that, what we are doing? We are using a keyword called to. Here all of you observe my command input box. To, now I am going to create a procedure called triangle. Suppose triangle 5. Enter. Now you will be seeing that one input box is there on my screen. I don't want to enter any input now, so I am going to close it. You can see here triangle 5 defined. It means now I created a procedure called triangle 5 here. After that, what I want to do? I want to create a triangle. I want to create a triangle here on the main screen. For that, I have to write a set of commands. So let me write the commands here. First I wrote home command, then I am going to type cs command to clear the screen. Now I have to type the commands for the triangle. For that what we need? We need 3 lines to draw a triangle. FD100, RT 120, next FD100, RT 120, again FD100, RT 120. Enter. After that, you can write end command to end the procedure. It means the computer will come to know. After that, you are not going to enter further command. Okay. Here you see, I have taken all the 3 lines of code for drawing a triangle. Now I don't want to see this turtle here. So what I will do? I will write HT command to hide the turtle. You are able to see that there is no turtle on the screen. Again, if I want to see ST, so turtle. So now let me tell you how to save the procedure. For that, which command we will use? Save, then give a double quotation, then the name of the procedure. What is the name of the procedure? Triangle 5. Then press enter. So now your triangle 5 is saved. The procedure which one we had created, now that is saved. Okay, now let me tell you how you can load a procedure. For that, which command you will use? You will use, now let me close everything. If I am going to close it. So it is closed now. I am going to logo again from here. Okay. Now I want to load my procedure. For that, which command I will use? Load command, then name of the procedure. Triangle 5. Press enter. Oh, by mistake I had given a percentile symbol. That's why it is not coming. Load, then double quotation, then triangle 5. Press enter. Okay. So now the triangle file has been loaded. Okay. So this is the way you can load a procedure whenever it is necessary. Now let me show you how you can erase a procedure. For that, what we will use? You will use erase command. Erase, then what is the name of the procedure? Triangle 5. Erase, then before the procedure name always you have to give a double quotation. Then go to end, then press enter. So your triangle 5 has been erased. Okay, this is the way you can erase a triangle. Now if I want to see that triangle, so what will happen? If I want to run that procedure, what will happen? Let us see. What it have shown you. I don't know how to triangle 5. Whether this procedure I am able to run? No. Because here I have used the erase command to erase the procedure. So that procedure is not available in the memory. That is why it is showing I don't know how to triangle 5. Okay. So now we will learn how to use the repeat command. Okay. Now we will learn how to use the repeat command. Repeat command means what? Instead of writing here for a triangle, I wrote the same set of codes for the 3 times. Without that, using the repeat command in one line of code, I can do that one. For that, now let me show you how you can do that. First, I am going to clear my screen so that it will be easy to know. Now the screen is clear. Now let me show you how you can draw a triangle with one line of code only. For that, what I will use? I will use repeat command. 3 is the repeat because I want 3 lines. For that, same set of code I was repeating for 3 times. So repeat 3. Then within the bracket, you write the value for one time. FT 100 space RT 120. This set of codes I had repeated before 3 times. Now you simply press the enter key. You are able to see the same output on the screen. Okay, so this is the way you can create a triangle with the help of the repeat command. Now let me show you how you can draw a square. What I will write? Repeat 4 and command is FD 100 RT 90. Okay, you are able to see the rectangle, sorry, square. Now let me clear the screen. After that only it will be more clear. Let me draw a hexagon. For that, what I will do? It is having 6 sides. So I have to repeat the command for 6 times. Repeat 6. Instead of repeating the command for 6 times, what I am writing? Repeat 6 within the bracket FD 100 RT 60. Then give this bracket, then enter. So you are able to see a hexagon here. Okay. Now let me clear the screen again so that whatever I will draw next, you can see it clearly. Now let me show you how you can create a pentagon. For that, same thing, but here I have to use repeat 5 because it is having 5 sides. Repeat 5, then within the bracket FD 100 RT 72. Enter. So you got a pentagon. Now let me show you how you can create a star with 5 sides. First, let it clear from the screen. Now we will draw a star. Repeat 5. Within the bracket, FD 120 space RT 144. Now you are able to see a star on my screen. If I want to see the star clearly, what I will do? I will use HT command to hide the turtle. Now you are able to see the star on the screen clearly. Now let us move to the next one, how to draw a circle. For that, what I will use? What is the code for that? Repeat 360 FD. This is the logo commands you have to use for drawing a circle. So now you are able to see a circle on my screen. If you want to draw a semicircle, what you have to write? Repeat 180, then within the bracket FD 1 RT 1. Oh, RT I did not give the space, that is why it is showing. Repeat 180 within the bracket FD space 1. That time I had not given the space. Then space RT space 1. Now bracket enter. So you are able to see a half circle in my screen. Okay. So this is all about the lesson writing procedures. Thank you.